Okay, so I thought I'd give you an update on this Combi. I can't believe it, but I've actually managed to get it working again. There was no way I ever expected to be able to get it working, to be honest. But I thought I might as well just try whatever I can think of and whatever people suggest to me on YouTube, just for the really tiny chance that I may get it working again. Because usually, whenever I try and fix electronics, I'm totally unsuccessful. And that's basically because I just don't really know what I'm doing at all. So, I took this front circuit board off. I couldn't get it off at first, but then after a while when I kept trying, I managed to get it off. And now it's really easy to get it off for some reason, whenever I try. So I took it off to check the back for like cracks and blown components. There's no components on the back, there was no cracks on the back. I put it back on and a few of the buttons started working. And this white thing is where it connects to the rest of the machine, so I thought maybe there was a bit of a faulty connection there. So I took it back off again and I cleaned the pins with some WD-40, where it connects to the rest of the machine. I plugged it back in and it didn't make any difference, and the remote control still didn't work. So I thought, okay, there's only one other thing I can think of, and it was something that 9ElevenGamer suggested to me, which was to take the circuit board out of the remote control and clean it. I'm assuming it means cleaning the contacts on the circuit board where the buttons touch it. Now there was no way I was expecting it to work, to be honest, because I thought surely if the circuit board inside this is dirty and that's why it's not working, surely it would have just slowly deteriorated over time, like a few buttons would stop working and it would just kind of get worse and worse with more buttons stopping working over the period of several weeks or whatever, rather than it working perfectly, like all the buttons working perfectly on it one day and then it just suddenly goes completely dead. I thought surely it must be something else, it can't be a dirty circuit board. But I thought I might as well just try it, try cleaning the circuit board, even though I really didn't expect it to work because I couldn't think of anything else. Actually, I think at one point I almost didn't bother with trying it, to be honest, and I was really close to just chucking this thing out. So I thought I might as well try it. So there's no screws on the remote control, so I had to get a flathead screwdriver and put it in this groove to pry it apart. I took out the circuit board, I cleaned the contacts with some WD-40 and I wiped it with a cloth. I put the remote control back together again. I pressed the standby button, really not expecting anything to happen, and what do you know, it was the remote control all along. So I'm now able to fully operate the Combi again. So the problem wasn't anything to do with the Combi, which I believed it must be. The problem was the remote control itself. The contacts on the circuit board inside, they just needed cleaning. Okay, so I'll put the case back on the Combi just so I can show it you're working properly. When the case isn't on it, it doesn't accept video cassettes. I think it's something to do with like a mechanism inside which is attached to this flap. So let's turn it on. So yeah, when I pressed the on button on the remote control after cleaning the contacts, I just could not believe it when the Combi actually came on. So now the Combi seems to be pretty much fully operational, except of course for the buttons on the front, but that doesn't matter because the remote control works. And the buttons on the front, they weren't working when I got this anyway. And I got this for free because when I contacted the guy on eBay about the fact that the buttons don't work, he said that's strange because everything was working properly when I sent it to you, so it must have got damaged in transit, and then he gave me a full refund, which was really nice of him. So now I can navigate menus again, play DVDs, skip, fast forward. This is just some old CGI from, I think it's from 1992. It's quite trippy actually. And of course the VCR part is now fully operational as well. So yeah, without the remote control, this Combi is pretty much useless. Some classic rainbow there. So yeah, big thanks to 9ElevenGamer. If you didn't suggest cleaning the contacts on the circuit board inside the remote, I seriously doubt I ever would have thought of doing that myself, and I probably would have ended up chucking this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.